What's up, world? Let me tell you about this beard growth oil I got from 12 tribes on Earth. 8 ounces of oily goodness with a nozzle that prevents sprays and spills, and soft ingredients that make it perfect addition to anyone's morning routine. From coconut to castor, all these oils are hand chosen. After using this herbal blend, the biggest thing I noticed is how soft, how strong my hair was, and how good I feel. Pick up your bottle today and make your beard the star of the show.
Shalom, family. Good to see you all here. Hope you're doing well. Well, I think by now many of us have seen those Lego AI videos that Iran has been putting out. And, they're all over different platforms. Most of the time when I watch them, I'm over on TikTok. Well, YouTube, now this guy called himself Mr. Explosive. And YouTube just took his channel down. And they said the Lego videos were violent. Trust me, YouTube, I've seen far worse on your platform, and the shit is still up. All right. There's all kinds of fight videos out there, and they've been up for years. But I know why you took it down. I would not even be surprised if somebody from the Trump administration contacted you and you took it down. And I realize many of you are used to come and troll me and used to be Trump Godfather, Trump. These are just people that work inside of YouTube, y'all. That's all they are. These folks work for YouTube, and they will come out and harass Black YouTubers. So the bottom line is maybe you're just butt sore because America did not win the war. And technically, being that you were a superpower, you ain't no damn superpower, by the way. That would mean Iran is now the superpower and America's not a superpower at all. And I don't think America has been a superpower for many decades now. They were big after World War II and maybe the Korean War. But after that, America don't win wars anymore. They don't win anything, And you saw what happened when they pulled out of Afghanistan. The Taliban took over immediately. I don't even think a day went by before they took the country over again. So all for what? Wasted all that money and time getting the Taliban out of power. And then the second you leave, they're back in power. So what good was that? So anyway, yeah, you may take it down, but it's still on other platforms. And not only that, a lot of people copied those videos, and they're out here. They're here to stay, whether you like it or not. They're here to stay. But you know how it is. These millionaires and billionaires and people in the Trump administration and Donald Trump probably didn't like it because, see, this whole propaganda video thing, Trump, he was the first one to put a propaganda video out about Iran. And the Lego videos came in retaliation for doing that, but he was the one that did it first. And I doubt if YouTube took that down. And then after Donald Trump did it, that's when Iran started doing it, and their videos were a hell of a lot better. It just goes to show you, all of you AI people over here in America, y'all need way more schooling because you are not that up to par when it comes down. You probably are told that because, in this society, they elevate mediocre people. So they probably told you you did great work and you were really this and really that and really this. They do that all the time. Mediocre people are held to high standards. And, but if you have real excellence, what they try to do is suppress you, especially if you're melanated. They'll try to suppress you on these jobs and keep you down so the mediocre person can continue to rise to the top. That's how they do it in this society. So, anyway, your videos, America couldn't even match theirs. You can tell the Iranians got much better schooling in AI than you do over here in America. It's very obvious. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see it. So let's get into it. He's been interviewed, but I don't know that for some reason when I tried to listen, the interviews are always real low. So I don't know. But you're going to hear other people talking about how they're taking down the AI Lego videos that came out by, Iran. You know how it is when you can outperform these people, they get mad. They get mad and then start trying to sabotage you because what else do they really have left? Please give me a one if you can see my video. I mean, yeah, if you can see my screen, I'm sorry. Thank you.
It is happening. YouTube has banned explosive media, the makers of some of those Lego videos that have been going viral. Maybe you've seen them. Videos that often use American culture and catchy lyrics and a beat to depict the Iranian perspective of the conflict in the Middle East. I'm not saying you should go watch them, but just to understand what we're dealing with in terms of Iranian propaganda. I did watch one or two or seven, and I can confirm, though I don't listen to music, it's part of my religious observance to avoid it. I can confirm just watching these, once each, they are catchy. They have been built to be quite memorable. Catching lies. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, sorry. Some news outlets have reported that the channel posting the content violated some terms of service. Of course, that's not the only channel posting the videos and not the only platform they are being posted on. But it is still a large blow to have this channel taken down. It's still a large blow to the producers of the content to have a platform as far reaching, as established, as prestigious as YouTube slam the door in their face and say, Astaghfirullah. They didn't say Astaghfirullah, but they said, no, stop sharing stuff that's going to make us look bad. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the 15th of April, and the balance of power, analytically speaking, for better or worse, not taking sides here, but the balance of power in the conflict in the Middle East is clearly in Iran's favor. In the US Israel war that Iran was attacked in. That's right. After 40 days of fighting, two nuclear armed nations could not achieve the generally agreed upon critical war goals they set out to achieve, namely the collapse of the Iranian administration and the replacing of said administration with something more pliable, something more subservient, something more compliant, something that's happy to slot itself in under Israel and allow the situation in the Middle East to be completely transformed. They failed that objective by and large so far, and I would say it's becoming increasingly likely that they failed outright. It's not so far, they're not going to achieve this, not in this round of fighting. Iran, for better or worse, endures. Iran's administration, for better or worse, has survived. The battle on the ground now seems to have paused, at least for now, since last Wednesday. It's Wednesday again now. Since last, it's been a week of the ceasefire. and largely it has held. But the memes, the AI, the diss tracks, diss tracks is like when you insult someone in rap form. I didn't actually know what it meant, so I looked it up. I had to do some research. That's how much of a sheltered unk I am. But Pete Hegseth, for example, has a very inflammatory diss track against him now from these Lego AI videos, or Lego style, I should say. It's not actually Lego. Um, so I'm not encouraging you to go watch it, but yeah, I watched it and I was like, oh my god, from the Iranians, this is scandalous. So yeah, the memes, the AI, the diss tracks, the trolling online. Of course, there's no ceasefire for keyboard warriors, so all of that continues unabated, meaning not baited, not stopped, not limited. That's the news, guys. This channel was taken down that is boasting apparently pro-Iranian propaganda videos. What of the channels posting American propaganda videos? Mafi mushkila, no problem about those, bro. Post away, bombs away. Here's the analysis, guys. Iranian Lego AI videos continue to go viral. It's a case of people heard, including myself, I'm making a video about it now, right? So people have heard about these Lego style AI videos and they watched it. Now that it's banned, loads of people are finding it, like working hard to find it and reshare it and crop it and clip it. It kind of had the reverse effect. Like a lot of the time stuff like this has. Stuff like this, a lot of the time is like this. But the idea, of course, by whatever government or company is to try and limit the direct source and just cause problems for its propagation, the sharing, the propagation of the material in question. But the AI Lego videos, got to be said, they were popping off. They were going viral, bruv. They were on a trajectory that would put hypersonic missiles to shame, some of them. They were popular in a way politicians can only dream of. And they're Lego. They look Lego style. They're like cartoons. It's like some of the scenes are like a set that you might expect Lego would sell, like Village in the Desert or American cargo plane. It just looks like a beautiful Lego set in some scenes. But it's not Lego, obviously. It's AI. Lego style is cartoony, but apparently too dangerous for YouTube. The banning of the account, Explosive Media, the banning of that account that posted at least some of the content highlights a key reality that I wanted to share on this video. YouTube is a Western company with Western owners, and specifically, it's an American company. America is the one fighting and losing the fight in Iran. Losing not openly on the battlefield. Oh, no. Of course, they're extremely capable in an open fight. They don't know what to do with all their winning. I acknowledge that they are capable in an open fight. But an open fight, Iran is not giving them. In the game they're playing, the game Iran's forced them to play in some ways, they are losing. No critical war objective completed. You took out the supreme leader. You took out all these other leaders, over 50. You carried out, between you and your sweetheart, 25,000 airstrikes. And the administration still stands. And they're actually more entrenched. The people look more to the administration now in Iran for their safety. Even the people who are pro-America intervention are saying, I wasn't pro-bridges and power stations being flattened. I wasn't pro-Minab, a school being flattened. That wasn't me. I'm not for that life. So it's actually hardened and galvanized. Galvanized meaning strengthened across the spectrum, the Iranian state and their hold of the country. So critical war objective, topple Iran. Critical war objective, not fulfilled. Very simple analysis there. For anyone who wants to sort of get into a debate, who's winning, who's won, oh, the ships are at the bottom of the ocean. The ships were not part. My turban might fall off.
YouTube has banned Explosive Media, the channel behind the viral AI-generated Lego-style videos mocking Donald Trump and the U.S.-Israel war on Iran. The reason given? Violent content. Let that one settle for a moment. Lego. Violent content. Explosive Media had been producing AI-generated animations in the style of the Lego movie, plastic toy soldiers, miniature Trumps and Netanyahus, little caskets draped in American flags, to deliver pro-Iran political commentary to Western audiences. The videos were genuinely clever, set to rap songs, packed with Epstein references, American pop culture jokes, and real geopolitical facts. They racked up millions of views and were being broadcast on Iranian state television while Iran's own internet was blacked out. The channel told X after the ban, "Our YouTube channel just got taken down again for violent content." Seriously, are our Lego-style animations actually violent? And that is actually a fair question, because the White House has put out AI-generated videos too. The U.S. military released Call of Duty-style clips to promote Operation Epic Fury. Those remain on YouTube without issue. Now, to be transparent, Explosive Media is believed to have links to Iran's Revolutionary Guard, though the group itself claims to be student-run and independent. They are not neutral actors. These are pro-Iran propaganda videos dressed in toy aesthetics designed to spread in the West. But here's the issue. YouTube, owned by Google, an American company, has removed a channel critical of American foreign policy during an active American war, while leaving up comparable content that supports it. Researchers are calling it exactly what it looks like: Silicon Valley moderation that conveniently aligns with U.S. government interests. The videos are still on TikTok, Instagram, and X. The ban didn't kill the content. It just confirmed exactly what the content was saying.
I spoke to the Iranian creator behind the viral AI Lego videos. Their AI videos supporting the Iranian regime often depict Trump and Netanyahu as Lego figurines. They've attracted both support and criticism, even though their videos have been shared by accounts associated with the Iranian government. They claim that they're independent and have full creative control. Most Iranians have an internet blackout right now, but they say that they've been granted internet access by the government on the basis of journalism. When I asked about the thousands of protesters who were killed during Iran's January crackdown, they disputed those numbers and said that many of the protesters were actually, quote, terrorists armed by the US. When I tried to push back on this, the person they claimed was their translator tried to stop me.
Our interview is about Legos, so would you please back to the main questions?
After denying any involvement with the Iranian government, I then reminded them of our conversation on Instagram, during which they said that they had worked on some projects with the government. He admitted that the government was a customer of theirs, but continues to claim to be independent.
What's with all the Iran Lego videos?
America first? Oops. Oh boy, that was the slogan you stole.
This is one of the latest viral videos by pro-government Iranian media outlets. A regime-aligned propaganda outfit based inside Iran called Explosive Media has really dominated the scene, creating AI-generated Lego videos about the war that rack up thousands of views and shares. Their traditional, outdated videos and images of religious iconography most associated with the Islamic Republic are getting pushed aside. Instead, these globally oriented songs and raps talk about the core principles of the Islamic Republic, like anti-Westernism and anti-imperialism, in a more modern way.
We're standing here for everyone, your system ever wrong, they've known all along.
Nargis Bajogli says the war has changed how the Islamic Republic communicates.
Because their fathers have been killed mostly, this younger generation now has a lease to be able to sort of take on the decision making and how to communicate with the world about what Iran is and what the Islamic Republic stands for. They've put aside a lot of that religious language.
And it's not just Lego videos. Over the past few weeks, Iranian embassies all around the world have begun trolling the US and Israel. And Iranian leaders like Speaker of the Parliament, Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf, have also begun posting memes and internet culture references, showing a real shift in propaganda.
It's quite incredible to me to watch. They have outdone the United States and Israel in communications, especially in the social media realm. That to me shows that the young folks are in charge of the communications arm in Iran. And in the United States and Israel, it still feels beholden to an older generation, which is why I think they're failing in the digital world.
Truth or Fake gives us Vedika Bahel over by the big board. Good evening to you, Vedika. Previously covering the ongoing meme war between the US and Iran, and now Tehran has been trolling Donald Trump via Lego-style AI videos. Recently, YouTube banning these videos, which prompted a reaction from Iran. Tell us more.
Well, Mark, as we've previously covered here on Truth or Fake, the war in Iran just isn't just on the battlefield. It's also online via AI slopaganda. And Iran certainly has been playing Donald Trump at his own game by releasing a wave of AI-generated videos about the conflict in Iran, which ridicule the US war effort and mock the US president. Now, many of them even depict Donald Trump as having started this war to distract from his ties to Jeffrey Epstein. And particularly viral are these Lego-style animations created by a pro-Iran group named Explosive Media. They've animated essentially every
Y'all, not Donald Trump in a diaper with some boo-boo coming out of it. I just noticed this bit. Oh my goodness. I am a loser. And they're showing Donald Trump's diaper with some boo-boo coming. I guess they are taking this shit down. You know this is making them butt sore, man, for real.
moment of this conflict, and they've racked up hundreds of millions of views online. For example, one recent video was captioned, Trump surrendered, Iran won, Taco will always remain Taco. Taco referring to Trump always chickens out. And indeed, the video, which was reshared particularly, showed the war continuing until 2027. It showed the Middle East in disarray from bombing, rising costs in the US, prompting people to struggle with the cost of living, and Trump having an ongoing nightmare about all of this taking place. And it essentially implies that Trump signed the 2-week ceasefire with Iran due to this ongoing nightmare and prompting him into making that decision because of that. Now, a few days after this video hit the internet, Google, the owners of YouTube, banned Explosive Media's official YouTube account. And they told Middle East Eye that they did this because they said the account violated its spam, deceptive practices and scams policies. Now, this has prompted outrage from the Iranian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, who said online via its spokesperson, in a land that proudly hosts Pixar, DreamWorks, and Disney, an independent animated YouTube channel which has organically grown by depicting US aggression and warmongering, was abruptly shut down. They say that this was done simply to suppress the truth about the US illegal war in Iran and shield the American administration's false narrative from any competing voice. Now, the creators of these Lego-style videos, Explosive Media, have also reacted. They say, seriously, are our Lego-style animations actually violent? Now, as of now, the Lego videos remain published on Meta platforms like Facebook and Instagram, as well as TikTok and X. But as we can see, the YouTube is certainly out of order.
Well, they're certainly extremely creative. What do we know about this Explosive Media group, the people behind the Lego videos?
Well, that is a good question. Well, we don't know their identities or which AI they use or where they are based, but a representative for Explosive Media, who asked to be referred to as Mr. Explosive, well, he recently gave an interview to the BBC. Now, he said that the team at Explosive Media consists of less than 10 people. They said that they use Lego because it's a, quote, world language. And also, interestingly, when pressed by the journalist, he admitted that the Iranian government is one of their clients, even though they had previously claimed that they are an independent group. Now, according to The New Yorker, Explosive Media began as a YouTube channel featuring political commentary on the Middle East via a young Iranian man. But most of these videos didn't gain any traction, only racking up a few hundred views. But this all changed in February when the group began posting these Lego-style videos about the war in Iran. And these have certainly gone viral. They're reposted not only by official government Iran accounts and pro-Iran accounts, but also social media users worldwide. And even though these videos aren't factually accurate, but you also have to remember, neither are the videos posted by Donald Trump in the White House. These aren't factually accurate either. Often AI videos which project US military might, praise Donald Trump, and splice in real war footage of strikes and bragging about alleged successes in this war. But Iran really has leaned into this AI propaganda to push their side of the war to a non-Iranian audience, often using American references and satire to flood the internet. It certainly is a leaf out of Donald Trump's own playbook. As we know, he is a frequent user of artificial intelligence.
Indeed. It seems, Vedika, Iran going one better.
YouTube has banned Iranian Lego animation account from their platform for the following reasons. Number one, they say these videos are just too violent for their platform. Number two, deception. They say the incidents and events taking place in these animations are not based of real life incidents. Therefore, they are deceptive, fabricated, and are flagged for factual inaccuracies. Number three, it was backed by Iranian government, so it was some sort of Iranian state-backed propaganda machine. Obviously, Iran didn't like it so much, and they have said simply to suppress the truth about their illegal war and shield the American administration's false narrative from any competing voice. Obviously, their Instagram account was also banned, but they made a new one.
Yeah, poor America, butt sore over some videos. Yeah, you know, the Trump administration videos in comparison to Iran, Trump's videos were DEI. Yeah, they were DEI, made by very unqualified people using AI. That's what his videos were. So you couldn't compete. So you knocked them off of the internet because you really couldn't compete. And that's usually what you have done historically. So nobody is shocked over that. So, Antithesis, thank you so much for the super chat. Oucha supporting. Thank you so much for your support from my channel. But, you know, it's still on the internet. And plus, so many people reposted those videos. They couldn't get them all off if they wanted to, y'all. They couldn't get them all off if they really wanted to. Yeah, DEI cowards. DEI cowards. No, because when you look at the videos Donald Trump put out, trust me, you can't compete. In fact, I think I could sit down and come up with better videos than what the Trump administration came out with. Y'all videos are corny. Listen to that old stupid Trump song when he was talking about putting a resort over there in Gaza. Trump city light, golden night. The song is corny. Okay, it's corny. In fact, the whole video is corny. See, y'all don't know how to put no good AI out. And you know what the sad part is? He probably hired someone to do that low-level stuff and thought it was great. Remember, mediocre is great in America. Mediocre is great in America. So he thought all that shit sound good. That song was corny. It was corny. And it was a substandard video. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. My next video is going to be on a fire that broke out over there in Ghana. You know, first the flood. I showed you that about 2 weeks ago. I showed you the flood. Well, now there was a fire that took down several homes and buildings over there. And they're claiming it was arson. So I don't know whether it was or not, but that looks like some real judgment right there. So I'll be back at 3:45 to show you that infernal that happened over there. So everybody have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, and I will see you later, family. Wait a minute. Lisa Parker, thank you so much for the 21-month membership. Thank you for being truly the great teacher you are, Queen. Thank you so much, Lisa. I deeply appreciate your support for my channel. Thank you. Shalom, family.